Let's go.
All right.
All right, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well, beloveds, it's that time again.
We're back.
I'm John.
And I'm Britney.
This is Marriages for Grown Folks vlog. We really should be in season 3. Next time y'all see our face, it's going to be season 3. Okay. It's a new season. So I think this is like episode 52. We're calling this one Routes Part 2. The last episode we did Routes Part 1, and we were talking.
Of course, it's Part 2.
Maybe they didn't know.
Oh my gosh.
There's an organ approach coach out of Detroit, and I told you this on the first part, but he does popular gospel songs, and he plays organ keys, and he gets you to the intended destination in the song using different routes. Okay. So we came up with the episode concept talking about you and I understanding how the other person arrived at I love you. Yeah. How did we get there? What was the route? What was the route that you took loving me? What was the route that I took in my journey to arriving at, you know what? I rock with her with the freckles. So if you missed that episode, it's a good episode. I didn't like our flow. I just didn't, some episodes, some players, some football players, basketball players, I didn't feel like it was a good night. How did you feel about the first part 1? You remember it?
I felt like it was informative.
You think we did our thing? Now, shout out to Marcus.
We do our thing.
Every episode. Shout out to Marcus, MDW Media. He's heavy on the clip, so I think we post on our Facebook page. Are they on YouTube too? Like 2 clips a day. So shout out to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. Yes. Who has liked the Facebook page. If you don't do YouTube, all of our shorts are on YouTube. So shout out to everybody who's followed our pages, our socials. More to come. We got some things cooking. So this is part 2. Tonight we're talking about routes, particularly
emotional intelligence.
Emotional intelligence. We're going to give you the definition. I'm going to have Red over here. Oh, shout out to the shirt right here. Come on. Marriages for Grown Folks. So if you want a shirt, if you want some merch, inbox us, DM us.
That's right.
And we'll get you a link, get you hooked up.
Oh, you know what? I think somebody did DM me for a shirt. We
gotta do that. Wow.
It was this week.
Okay. Turnaround time, though.
Yeah.
So, let me say this about emotional intelligence, and we're going to give you the definition.
Okay.
Your relationship is not going to survive if there is a low emotional intelligence on both parties. Chances get less slim if it's one person. But if both people have a low emotional intelligence,
it's going to self-destruct.
It's going to be some slow singing and some flower bringing.
True.
So I'm going to read this definition of emotional intelligence, and we're talking about emotional intelligence from the aspect of your route. What happened to you? What happened to your emotional intelligence? What has negatively affected your emotional intelligence? Because that determines the quality of the relationship.
Okay.
If emotional intelligence is low, the quality of the relationship is probably going to be low.
This is true.
Last point, I'm going to read this definition. Just because something has been in existence for double-digit years doesn't mean it's quality, doesn't mean the joy meter is high, doesn't mean we both enjoy each other's company. If your significant other refers to you as my old lady or my old man, that used to be a term of endearment.
Was it though?
I don't know. That's kind of sound like somebody I'm tolerating. It's just, him at home, her at home.
Yeah.
Like, my old lady.
What always comes to brain is I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm not talking to you. I'm like, oh, Lord.
It's a real.
It
So
is.
listen, this is the definition. We found one definition for emotional intelligence. I'm going to have you read these bullets. Emotional intelligence, or EQ, is the ability to identify, understand, manage,
Yes.
and use emotions positively to communicate effectively,
Yes.
empathize with others, overcome challenges, and diffuse conflict. It involves balancing personal emotions with social awareness to navigate interactions successfully.
Come on now.
If this is high, the probability of the joy meter being high in the relationship is high.
Yeah.
If the emotional intelligence of one or both parties, or three parties, is low, the probability of the joy meter, of the conflict resolution, of the health of the relationship
It's low.
is going to be low. Now, just because we're together don't mean that we want to be, doesn't mean that we happy. I think Mary J. Blige just decreed and declared, I just want to be happy. Oh, let's do that.
I thought
Okay,
you was finished.
hit us with the points and then we're going to kick you off.
The ability to recognize emotions, communicate them honestly, regulate reaction, and handle another person's emotion with care. Yeah.
I think that we're going to deal with some of the things that possibly could have happened to us
Yeah.
to bring, or that negatively affect,
Right.
impact emotional intelligence. I think it's so important. And we didn't know this. We didn't know this when we initially got together,
Right.
what emotional intelligence was.
Absolutely.
And a lot of us, I know, because we got married young, you look good.
Thanks.
I looked good.
Yeah, you do.
And,
It's the side eye.
you know, we were just going through the motions, not understanding the depth of where we've been
Right.
and how our history
Yeah, would affect the relationship.
and had already impacted us.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna cut you loose. So
You
go
gonna cut me loose?
to your first one.
Why?
You wanna do mine first? I didn't done no
Yeah.
talking. I'm gonna give my chops a break.
Oh my God. Okay. Survival mode living. We're talking about emotional intelligence. So, somebody who has been under constant stress, instability, poverty, trauma, or chaos can train people to survive instead of emotionally processing. I'm going to say that again. Survival mode living. If you lived under constant stress, instability, poverty, trauma, or chaos, it can train you to survive instead of emotionally processing. That was definitely true for me.
Okay, which one stuck out to you? And we're talking about things that negatively
Right.
impact an individual's emotional intelligence.
I would probably say the instability and the poverty.
Okay, give us an example of how those can cause a person to show up in the relationship.
I mean, I feel like it delayed my emotional intelligence, number one, because I moved to so many states. So I moved from Oklahoma to Texas, from Texas to California, from California to South Carolina, from South Carolina to Kansas. And all of those happened in my formative years. So when I should have been learning how to build relationships with people, I was constantly being ripped from the people that I was learning to build those relationships with. And back then, there wasn't, oh, well, you can just pick up the phone and call. We didn't have cell phones like that. Long distance phone calls were expensive. So that was not going to be a viable thing either. And then writing letters, it was one of those things that somebody had to like do it for you, take it to the post office, all of those things. So I just kind of learned how to survive in a lot of isolation. And I also learned really young, like, not to fully commit myself to relationships because they're not going to be lasting.
Okay, I got one more for you. Part B.
Yes.
If
Part
this was
B.
a tape, that would be side A. You gotta take that tape out and flip it up. This is side B, or a record.
Okay.
or give us an example of how that negatively impacted our relationship early on.
Okay, well, let me also give this information. So, survival often teaches people numbness and hypervigilance and emotional shutdown. So, I think all of those things were present in the inception of our relationship because literally, like, I knew how to just check out. I could definitely be hypervigilant. And just for the audience to know, the definition of hypervigilance is an enhanced chronic state of sensory sensitivity and heightened alertness when an individual constantly scans their environment for potential dangers or threats. So, what I would also like to add to that, I think in hypervigilance, sometimes you can label something as a threat that really may not be a threat.
Yeah.
So, all of those things were at work in the inception of our relationship because those were the things that I learned. Like, I knew how to be present in a room, but not be present in a room.
Yeah.
I knew, like, how to just shut down what I was personally feeling and just kind of, like, keep moving.
Yeah.
But it wasn't helpful to the relationship because it gave him the impression that everything was all right and things really weren't all right. So then when it came up, he like, what are you talking about?
You was
just smiling. I'm like, yeah, but that don't mean I'm okay. I just, I know how to keep moving. So that was very confusing.
Burn me up.
For him in the relationship and very frustrating because he like, what? We was just at the house and I thought we was all right. Now we in this marriage counseling session and you saying you got a laundry list of things that you want corrected. I don't want to keep coming to marriage counseling. That's the problem. But really it was just like, well, out of sight, out of mind because I had just learned how to survive.
Ooh, I could really let out.
Go ahead.
Nah, but that was a real season.
Mm-hmm.
Pause for. First of all, we need to air that out because you just said a lot. I think it's good, and because of where our world is now, we'll just speak from the West. That's the only place we lived.
Right.
As this economy does what it does, as the political climate does what it's doing, all of the hardships that people are dealing with, the mental is really under attack. And we're going to feel the ripple effect of what's happening in our country now for years to come.
Absolutely.
And so the survival mode living that we have, some of us have been raised under, it's very well possible that trauma, if healing has not been received in those areas, can resurface during times of hardship.
That's right.
So I think that what you said deserves to be aired out because it's a real pain point in a lot of individuals and comes up in our relationships that freezes growth.
Exactly.
That stops progression.
I love that.
And gets us stuck. Get your tires stuck in the mud. So let me say this. This is my point. Therapy. We are high advocates.
Yeah, we advocate for therapy. Please go.
For therapy. Good therapy.
Yes.
All of these points have been brought up in our own personal therapy sessions.
Absolutely.
And we would have been further along had we have had the information sooner.
Absolutely.
So we're on here doing the Marriages for Grown Folks vlog because sharing some of the things that we learned late.
Yes.
So take the advice if you have not sought out of therapy, if you have the ability to, if you have the time to, if you have the resources to, check with your HR if your job offers it.
Look on the back of your insurance card. A lot of people label it now. It's a number you can call and they'll help you get started.
So yeah, let me go to my point. We're talking about things that can negatively impact emotional intelligence.
This is right.
You did survival mode living.
Yeah.
Number 2, here it is for 5 praisers.
Oh.
Childhood emotional neglect. Childhood emotional neglect.
That can even be hard for some people to acknowledge.
Woo! Can we? You want to pause here?
Yeah, let alone
Okay.
look at. But go ahead, air it out because it needs to be aired out.
If I was, and I was, neglected emotionally as a child from my biological father, and this is how this almost cuss. This is how this stuff can sleep, and you have babies, You start a career. You're in your purpose. You grinding.
Yeah.
Your hairline is receding.
Oh, wow.
You in the gym. You lifing. You making
Life
stuff
is
happen.
still moving.
Life is still
It's still in
moving.
motion.
I did not find out how deep my childhood emotional neglect from my biological father had been affecting me until 39 years old. I knew it, I was aware of it, and I knew that it caused me pain, but I didn't realize the depth of it until 39, until my first therapy session. And she mentioned it, I could articulate, and just because you can articulate something happened, just because you have you had some things that you repressed, I remembered all of mine, but you are no better than I am. Just because I'm no better than you. Just because I can remember mine and recall mine and articulate mine, and you pushed yours down. Same trauma, different verse.
Yeah.
So even though I was able to articulate what I experienced to my therapist, I was fully aware of what happened. I was ignorant of the impact.
Yeah.
So just because you can talk about it doesn't mean you've received healing in those areas, and doesn't mean that those areas are still not sabotaging your now and your future.
Well,
Bars.
what he said.
Hold on.
Okay.
We just went out with a bang on now.
Oh my God.
Bang. So that was. I mean, I had it just in case. I didn't know I was going to use it on me, but I couldn't wait.
This is John.
So some.
He said I just couldn't wait.
Yeah, I didn't know it was going to be me. Some people grow up in homes where emotions were ignored,
Yeah.
punished, mocked, or never discussed.
That's right.
If your home environment, your big daddy, big mama, your adoptive parents,
Your mama, your daddy,
your mama, your daddy,
your auntie, your uncle,
all right,
your cousins, Pookie and
I was
them.
gonna say something crazy. If it being ignored was normalized, if being punished as an emotional neglect tactic, whether it was intentional or unintentional, it still has the same impact.
Yeah.
If you were mocked in your home or in elementary school, I was bullied in elementary school, or if you were never allowed to discuss it, the people who were raising you had a low emotional intelligence. Why is this important? Because understanding the soil that you came out of means everything.
Absolutely.
And is telling to your route. So if let's fast forward to present day, then we'll let you go.
The soil is going to speak to the health of the fruit that you're able to produce.
That's all. And so I think that when we keep bumping heads, when we keep going around the same bush, we must go internal. Yeah. We must figure out, am I tripping? Now, usually we throw it off on the other person. This other person is this other person is that.
It doesn't take work.
Point the trigger. What'd you say?
It doesn't take work to blame the other person, but it takes work to go internal and see.
Wait.
Oh my God.
Come on, this press. I didn't know it was gonna be a press conference. Say it again.
It doesn't take work to blame the other person, but it takes work to take an internal, look at what's really going on. So if I got to take inventory of what's really at work on the inside of me, that's work.
This is a press conference. I didn't know it was a press conference.
Oh my God.
So ignored, punished, mocked, or never discussed. As adults, you can struggle identifying or expressing yourself. I know grown men and grown women with 401ks, with retirement plans, with careers that are thriving in the corporate, thriving in ministry, thriving in parenting. Have all-star children, they pop in on the outside, but are terrible with expressing difficult feelings.
Right.
Just fly off at the handle. Oh, Captain Hook personality. Don't try to stop me, Shmee. Don't you dare try to stop Shmee. Try to stop. Yeah. You need to go see a therapist.
Yes. There are more emotions than happy, sad, and angry.
I'm done.
That's all.
All right. So so you did survival mode living.
Right.
Number 2 was emotional neglect.
Childhood
Emotional neglect. Number 3.
toxic religious or cultural conditioning. Some environments teach emotional equal weakness. Men shouldn't cry. Women should suppress feelings. Conflict should be avoided at all costs. All of that is a hot mess. Just hot mess. How are emotions a sign of weakness? That baffles me when people say that. Emotions indicate that something is going on. Like joy, that's an emotion. Frustration, that's an emotion. Depression, that is an emotion. It's all signaling something is going on. It's an external signal that something is going on. Oh my God. So, anyways, men shouldn't cry. Why?
Let me add this to that.
Why should men not cry?
That emotion, crying, and when you said before that,
crying is cleansing.
And that emotion is yours
to have
and to regulate.
Oh.
What is Warren G decreed and declared? Regulators? Yes. Is that what he said? All right. I'm sorry.
But I don't understand where that comes from culturally that men shouldn't cry.
Patriarchy.
I have an idea of where that comes from, but it just really makes no sense. Men experience pain, frustration, rejection, just like women do. So why are men not allowed to cry? Anyways, okay. Women should suppress feelings. Ooh, she's just so dramatic. No, I'm not dramatic. I have learned how to acknowledge and express my feelings, and it's making you feel uncomfortable. So it's easier for you to label it as, oh, she being dramatic.
And you want to caveat? You want? I know. I feel like you want to add something. I feel like you want to add something to that. On the flip side, you want to add something to that.
I mean, I feel like also sometimes.
I just wanted to see if you had some. I think it's good.
I think that because we lack emotional intelligence, that because we're not dealing with emotions in a regular way, sometimes when somebody hits a vein, we don't even know how to control that emotion when it comes out. So it just erupts like a volcano. So there is always two sides to both of it.
I love it.
But I don't think that it's fair to label someone's emotion, especially if you don't know the history of it. And especially like if you are in a close relationship with that person, you shouldn't automatically go to, oh, they being dramatic. Okay, wait. Why are you responding like this? If we are in relationship together, if we are close, what's really going on? Like, where is this coming from? You should be investigating versus, like accusing or labeling. And then conflicts. Okay. Silent arguments is the craziest thing ever. You want to destroy a relationship? Act like everything is perfect when you know it's not. That's dumb. That's the only thing I know how to say. That makes zero sense to see a problem in a relationship and ignore it as if it is going to go away without being addressed.
Now, tell us, because I stick your tongue, I see it on the tip of your tongue.
Okay.
Tell us how that behavior in adulthood, how that can be normalized based on the home that they came from.
How it can be normalized?
Yeah. How
they'll
does
say,
a person,
oh, well, we haven't been arguing.
But I'm saying, what home environment taught that?
Being raised with people that ignored the issues.
All right, there you go.
I mean, some people are uncomfortable with dealing with truth, but it's just sad because it's easily perpetuated if you don't speak to it. Like, the truth is going to be the truth always. It never changes. If it's the truth, it's not going to change.
And I think that for all of these, our home environments, right. If we had a camera on a ring, a spy camera in your home,
Lord
in your formative years, we would, if you could just go back, because I think it's sometimes like I don't live there. I moved from that city. Right. I deal with people at work, and we have to put their parents' history down on their paperwork, and you can see the hate and the
disdain that they have.
Thank you. Disdain that they have when both parents are on the birth certificate, but because of the severed relationship or the lack thereof, I don't want to put one parent down. It's still your parent. Yeah. But if we could put a spy camera,
you are still half of them.
All right. Good, bad, and different. If we could put a spy cam in the household that you grew up in,
Yeah.
we would know exactly,
Yeah.
at least a good deal of why you move the way you move,
Yeah.
positive or negatively.
It would definitely give a snapshot.
It would give us an autopsy
Right.
of why you move the way you move, the way you make me feel. Your home
my
environment
God. Yes.
has much to do with
Oh, absolutely.
why you see the world the way you see it, why you see yourself, why you see the other person, and how you get down.
Home teaches us what's supposed to be normal.
I don't have
That's
enough.
where you spend the most of your time growing up. And so because you're seeing those environments over and over, day in, day out, that's what you believe to be normal. It's really not until you start getting into relationships with others that those concepts and those thoughts even become challenged.
And somebody says, you know what, that shit, we not doing that shit.
Yeah.
Now, your daddy did it to your mama did it to your daddy. Here, we not doing that bullshit.
Yeah.
No.
Which is going to automatically feel uncomfortable because that is what you know to be true. That is what you have seen from inception until you left the nest as this is how it goes. This is how it's supposed to work. This is what it's supposed to be.
We have had moments with each other
Absolutely.
where she has said to me, what you're calling normal, I'm not doing it. And I have said it to her, what you're calling normal, I don't care who taught it to you, your hairy back, whoever that raised you, your big
for
mouth,
sure.
it's not. We got to come to the table and let us reason together, because
that ain't gonna fly. That ain't gonna work.
Cussing and hollering and stand out or
acting like everything is everything.
What?
Clearly something is broken and needs to be addressed. No,
what? You just gonna get on top of me and do your business? No, we not.
Oh wow.
So, not you. I'm talking about the color purple.
I know, crazy.
You said, "Oh wow." But in that, since we're gonna do CP, let's do CP real quick. It was normalized to Celie that Mr. was going to do his business and that she was supposed to just take it until she talked to somebody who had a more healthier self-worth. When Celie told Suge, it just feels like he's getting on top of me and do his business.
Yeah.
Suge said, what?
Oh, baby, you ain't never really experienced it, because that's not what it is.
So when you're talking to somebody who it has not been normalized to, a red flag can go up. And I think that watch this is for our relationships. Yeah. If Celie and Suge had a negative relationship, if me and you are in a relationship and I'm talking through to you what I've experienced, you said, whoa, that's harm.
Yeah.
You just said that your dad did, your mom did. Baby, that's harm. If I don't like you,
I'm not going to receive it.
And if we're in an argument,
I definitely ain't.
And you say, ho, stop right there. Let me stop you right there. If I don't like you and I'm looking for someone to blame outside of me for my behavior, we just got locked up. Yeah. Won't let me out.
For sure.
All right.
And I also want to say this. In that same scene, it was really hard for Celie to not understand how Suge was able to do that with Mr. She was like, isn't that what it feels like to you? Because your worldview is your worldview. So you assume that the way that you are experiencing the world, others are too. But no, people see it through a different lens. And Suge said, no, I actually quite enjoy it. And Celie was looking like, what? I already have it. But that just gives you a mirror of how two different people felt completely different about that person and experienced it completely different.
Same man. One called him Mr. The other called him Albert.
Okay, well. You just gonna stop
I just want to pause right there.
He's letting it air out, guys.
Same man. Same pole. But two different experiences.
Right.
One said, I have to take it.
One chose to be with that person. The other one was forced.
All right. I'm sure
it created two different outcomes.
Woo, we could go into that.
We ain't gonna do it. We're not gonna do that right now.
All right, number 3. We number 3, number 4.
Yeah, we're on number 4.
I like this one.
Okay, come on, tell me about it.
Past. We're talking.
Oh yeah, come on now.
We're talking about things that can diminish.
That's right.
Destroy or lower. Let's say lower emotional intelligence.
Absolutely.
Why is this important? For those who just may have joined the room,
Yes.
my route of what I went through to end up saying I love you,
Right.
in your route, two different routes.
Yes.
Emotional intelligence and the level of our emotional intelligence, something has impacted it.
That's right.
Positive or the negative. So number 4, past betrayal or heartbreak.
Yes.
Now listen, this can be romantic relationships,
Absolutely.
and this can be parental heartbreak.
Yeah.
This can be spiritual
It can even
leaders,
be platonic heartbreak. If you're a best
friendship
friend,
heart. Come on, what you
your
son?
close
What?
friend, somebody you thought you could really lean on, depend on. Yeah, absolutely.
You're the one that hooked us up.
He's a jukebox tonight, guys.
Past betrayal or heartbreak. Just because the event is over, I'm going to get this person out of my life. I'm going to block you. You can't come to my house no more. You can't come to my birthday party. I hate him. I hate her. I'm cutting you off. It does not mean that the poison
Oh God.
is gone. What did you tell yourself about the injury? So that person can be cut off. We can block them. We can hit the block. We can unfriend them. We can distance ourselves from them.
Yeah.
But what did you tell yourself about the breakup?
Let me also say this on this one: past betrayal and heartbreak. Sometimes you don't know the level of betrayal or heartbreak until you are in the next relationship. It won't be revealed what your ex taught you until you are in your new relationship.
We don't have enough mics.
I mean, seriously. You know, we'll say, oh, I'm over them, they gone, whatever, but they taught you something. And that's not going to be revealed until you with that next person. Because when you're with that next person, you are going to implement what they taught you. I ain't going to be no punk. You ain't going to treat me any kind of way. Or it may even be something nice. Like, oh my God, I want to make you breakfast. Okay, well, did I ask you what kind of breakfast you like? Or am I just making you what I know to make out of default because I was making it for my ex?
So this is important
It's important.
to
It's important.
get some professional therapy
Yeah.
if you're inclined to do so. You ain't got to do nothing. But it helps us work through some of those blind spots.
Exactly.
So that we're not just moving from one friendship, from one relationship to the other without looking within.
Right.
And we're going to get to looking within in a sec. We got a whole point on it. So, past betrayal or heartbreak, if vulnerability previously led to pain, if vulnerability previously led to pain, come on, Micah, if vulnerability previously led to pain, the tendency is to stop trusting.
Okay.
Now, some people, here it is for 5 praisers. Some people can knock boots.
Yeah.
Some people can have sex
Yeah.
and their heart not be present.
Right.
Now, there are some of you that can't, blood ain't gonna flow, stuff ain't gonna move
Oh, right.
if your heart is not present.
Right.
But there are others that can swap fluids and not be there, not be present. What did Celie say? Celie said it just feels like he's doing, I'm just here for your pleasure.
We got to go back.
What you gotta go
because
back
that's
to?
survival mode living.
All right.
And Celie was just surviving.
just
So that meant she went numb. So it didn't mean anything. It didn't have a level of connection. It just was
Consent.
about, I have to survive this. And I was already taught in my home to just survive because I was being abused there. So this must be normal, and I just got to keep surviving.
Please stop doing this.
Sorry.
So if past betrayal, if you experience past betrayal or heartbreak, vulnerability, if vulnerability previously led to pain,
Yes,
the tendency is to stop trusting,
that's right.
guarded, becoming reactive.
Yes.
Oh, I love it. Or emotionally detached.
Come on now.
There are a lot of us, unfortunately, that are together. We're going on dates. We're talking, but we have not fully investigated the heartbreak. How do we know? Because it keeps coming up. We keep flashing on one another. And we went through a heavy season of you experiencing it within, me experiencing within, at the same time and at different phases of our life.
That's right.
Where our traumas and triggers were coming up, but it was because your parent or parents dropped you emotionally at some point. My father emotionally dropped me. And that's just not something that you just read your Bible and get healed from. I can't hear nobody here. That's not something that you can just go to the altar and get some hands laid on you and that just goes away. Am I messing? That's not something that you can just go on a fast for. You must
tell us how you really feel.
do the work and investigate that. And it helps to do it with a professional.
It does.
You're not just going to read a whole bunch of self-help books. Sometimes you got to sit with the professional to help you walk through that because there are blind spots. Yeah. There are things that we don't see all of ourselves.
Absolutely.
And we need a professional eye and the work that is done, that is taught, that is implemented to know what to do when we feel it again.
That's right. I call them tools.
All right. Thank you. The
I'm
tools.
Like, do I have the right tools in my tool belt?
There you go. And therapy is not only going to bring it up, it's not going to only, I'll speak for my therapist, I think it's EDM, is not just bringing it up, but implementing tools that you can implement in real time when you feel it getting ready to rise. One thing that I'll do is I'll stop. I feel somebody hit that thing and I get ready to go into my normal default, which is either to go off or shut down. And I'll pause for the cause. And I'll start doing my work. I'll start using my tools. Okay, I'm present. Am I in harm? So that I'm not just saying stuff and reacting without fully processing through what I think and what I feel. Give me a second because I'm getting ready to tear some shit up. Let me get back to you because I don't want to say something that I'm going to regret. Let me take my shoes off and go walk out in the grass.
Give me about 30 seconds.
Let me pray. Let me talk to. Okay, so I think I'm done with that. That was number 4. Past betrayal. Or if you've been betrayed, has anybody watching this ever been betrayed before? You know, if you've been betrayed before, you know what it hits you right here.
In the pit of your
sometimes make you want to cry. Sometimes make you want to drink. Sometimes make you want to smoke. Sometimes make you want to shoot. It can make different people do different things depending on how you wired.
Yeah.
But betrayal is something you don't forget it.
That's right.
When you have put your heart on the line and somebody betrays it, it can be traumatic. It can rewire the brain. Yeah. Protection mechanisms can look like emotional maturity. Just because of immaturity. Excuse me. Just because I'm not going off.
Right.
Doesn't mean I'm more mature than you.
Yeah. For sure.
All right. So,
and just because I learned how to protect myself doesn't mean that I'm emotionally immature, but it will present in that way.
Oh, your kids are so nice. They're so well behaved. You want to be my maid?
No. Absolutely not.
All right, last but not least, you got the grand finale.
You learn how to clean your own.
Learn how to clean your Miss Millie.
Okay.
What'd you say,
Never seeing healthy emotionally. You are so petty. Anyways, never seeing healthy emotional communication modeled.
This is my favorite one tonight. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
But he being petty by giving it to me. But it's all good. It's all good.
I'll help you.
No, I ain't even tripping. Many people simply never saw it. Now, ain't that the gospel?
Can you just say that one more time for the people
in the back? Many people never saw it.
Ooh, millions didn't make it.
Okay. I would err on the caution to say that there is a small population of people that have seen healthy emotional communication modeled before them as they were growing up.
Wait. If you're watching this either live or the replay, if he makes a cut of this, if you have
you've seen.
Damn. If you've seen
emotional
communication.
Healthy emotional communication modeled before you.
Start it over. Say it over. Come on, Mark, let's get a good clip. Go ahead.
If you have ever seen healthy emotional communication model before you and you are watching this live or the replay,
Say something if you're in there.
just comment below, kind of give us some of your insight on
I
it,
got to do a poll on
how
that.
it affected you, how it didn't affect you, because we are curious. We would love to hear
Marcus,
about
don't let me
it.
forget. That's a poll question. I'm
But
sorry.
what I would like to say is many people never really saw it. I mean, it's very simple. And what is crazy, I'm going to go back to what I said a little while ago. The environment that you grow up in, you believe that it is normal until you are out of that space and those things become challenged by others. So it may be in a platonic relationship, it may be in a romantic relationship, it may be in a work environment that you learn that some of the things that you were taught don't really like align with what everybody else was taught. And you begin to kind of start questioning some of those things. And I think that a lot of people go through this in their 20s because they're kind of exploring and developing and growing and trying to figure life out in general. But that's when they start to realize, man, some of these things that people been telling me is normal, maybe they really not normal. Like, what? You didn't hear that in your household? They didn't say that to you? So, for example, healthy apologies. Did you see adults in the household acknowledge when they were wrong? Even if that wrong was happening to you as a child. Like, it baffles me that adults think that you don't need to apologize to a child if you've done something wrong. Wrong is wrong. And if you want that child to know that it's appropriate to apologize for bad behavior, then you should be willing to apologize for bad behavior, because we are modeling before these children how they should show up in this world. Just saying. I can't remember getting an apology. And I know for sure my parents did a couple of things. But anyways, emotional regulation. And this can be either somebody not showing emotion at all, so they didn't know how to in a healthy way display it. Or it could be somebody who was flying off the handle nonstop. Every little thing is setting them off, so you are walking on eggshells. Both of them are not good. That's not healthy. Healthy means I know how to go in and out of emotions. I don't have to damage other people in my emotions, but I can display my emotions and speak to my emotions and explain why I'm feeling what I'm feeling and how that's affecting me, or how the way that they're treating me, how that's affecting me. That's totally normal. Respectful disagreements.
What is it?
We're not talking about no silent argument while we're ignoring what's really going on. We're also not talking about people yelling and screaming and throwing things and destroying things and you hiding in the corner as a child. We're not talking about either one of those. Like, a healthy disagreement is like, oh, that look like red to me. Babe, I think that's orange. Okay. Maybe it is.
I can see why you say it's red.
Yes. Because maybe the lighting from where I'm sitting is making it look like it's a different color.
You got a stigmatism.
So I don't have to jump on defense and be like, oh my God, no, that's red. I don't know why you over here always trying. But that's the kind of stuff we grew up seeing. So we have said this in previous episodes. When somebody responds hysterically, it is historical. Meaning you have just triggered that person, and they may not even realize that that is a trigger place for them if they've never been to therapy or worked with somebody to help them identify it. But normally when somebody overreacts to a situation that's going on, it's because there's something deeper that you just hit and you were unaware of it.
You know, for our next episode, when you start cooking like that, I'm just going to hold a frying pan above your head.
Oh my God. Okay, and
cooking?
then repair after conflict.
Oh, damn.
I think everybody can speak to this. Like, where one of your parents got onto you about something and you was like, I didn't do it. But they already like are heated or upset, so they just keep going. And then when they come down and realize
what they try to do,
then they want to be like, you want to go get some ice cream? You want to go outside and play? Oh, so we're gonna just act like you didn't just do what you just did, and I told you at the beginning you was wrong.
Tell me, what does that normalize? If you've ever experienced that as a child, what did it normalize?
I mean, honestly, I feel like it just normalizes that it's okay for people to treat you any kind of way. And if they do something nice behind bad behavior, you're supposed to just receive it. And no, seriously, I really feel like that this is the doorway to people walking into abusive relationships because they think that that's normal. Oh, well, they didn't really mean it. That verbiage, where did that come from? Who taught you that they didn't really mean it?
Did we have a situation like that today or what?
Listen, do you hear me? Y'all, I'm gonna just give you a real quick secret. I don't play about mine. I don't play about my kids. And they tried it at the school, and I pulled up. Me and John. Because we function as a two-parent household around here. So it ain't just one. Both of us is showing up if something happened with our kids.
A 2-piece and a biscuit.
So they was already looking like, oh, mom and dad are here. Yes, we are. Because we are a unit, and we want you to know that we're a unit. But we also want you to know that you're not going to handle or treat our children any kind of way. Period.
Now, you segue with that from you're saying that when wrong is done,
yes,
and a gift, instead of acknowledgement, when a gift is present or an act is done, instead of the apology, it's the pathway or can be a pathway into normalizing abuse.
Right.
Woo.
Absolutely.
Let me just cook you something.
Because that's not the home environment for our children, that was like an immediate red flag for our child. So our child came home and immediately was like, oh my God, this happened today at school. And because they know I don't play, I mean, while we having a conversation, I am messaging the teacher, oh, we need to have a meeting and all of these people need to be present and administration needs to be present and me and my husband will be present. And I need to know something before the end of the day.
Okay, let me add this to it. Then I got to move to the last. We got some questions. And I didn't tell you this is raw marriages for
my God.
So son and I are riding home from the meeting, and I'm talking through to him why we said and why we handled it what we said. The teacher who was the offender led out with an apology, and I said to him, "We ain't studying no apology." Because teachers and adults who are working in a school environment should have their regulations or should know how to regulate their emotions.
Right.
So we're not going to take a quick apology without something being done to be put in place as a safety measure.
Right.
We want it on the teacher's record that this happened,
right,
so that if it happens again, it's not just a one-off. We got a track record.
Absolutely.
So anyway, this one was my last thought. You
and accountability.
All right.
Like accountability is necessary, and I think that that's why it is so healthy for your children to see apologies happen. For your children to see you regulate your emotions, like, oh, mama, that made you mad too? Okay, well, I noticed that when you got mad, you didn't do A, B, and C. Man, that would have made me, literally, our daughter goes, they said that? Man, that would have made me feel like, and immediately in that moment, I said, but because your brother was able to not respond negatively, it highlighted how wrong the other individual was. Because he was able to keep his composure and not respond and not be reactive, it highlighted the error of that adult, because then they couldn't blame, oh, well, they did. There was no rebuttal to our son's actions because he just took it, even though he should not have had to. Because he already knew, okay, well, when I go home and tell my parents, they about to handle it.
Oh, we gonna say,
I ain't even got to do nothing because it's about to be handled. It's about to be a finished work.
Cleo, in Jesus' name. Now, listen, this is my last point. That what our son in this situation, we're not telling you all the details, but what our son implemented is high emotional intelligence.
Right.
When you know your history,
right,
when you know what you're dealing with, when you know what you're feeling,
right,
and you know what you're experiencing, when you can identify it, when you're clear about it,
right,
and you can self-regulate it,
right,
disagreements are not going to be solved with hollering, screaming, and yelling.
right.
You lose the point, and injury begins to happen when that occurs.
Right.
Disagreements are understood and solved and worked out when both individuals can regulate their emotions.
Absolutely.
And so if one or both parties have a low emotional intelligence, nothing is moving.
Right.
Nothing. So you can be married 10 years and have only moved 5 feet.
If that.
You can have a mortgage. You can have a real estate business. You can be lucrative in your career and advancing in your career. But if emotional intelligence is low,
Absolutely.
progress is not moving.
That's right.
So I'm going to read these off to you. This is homework if you are on a road trip or getting ready to go on a road trip or just have some time. If you're a couple, if you're partnered and you have a date night and you're looking for something to talk about, to conversate about
on now.
at the table, at the gym, wherever y'all have y'all's time at, you in the bed at the end of your night, one or all of these questions are pretty good thought-provoking questions that you can ask yourself and one another.
Right.
To see where the emotional intelligence is at and to get to know each other a little bit deeper. We've been married. We had to say it every episode. This year, next month, we celebrate 19 years of marriage. Do you know? Oh, I got Grace. Grace in that. Do you know I'm still finding out about her? Yes. And she's still finding out about me. Absolutely. I'm still finding out things about her childhood. She's still finding out. So
it's a journey.
It's a journey. So slow down.
Don't be in a rush.
Don't be doing all that humping and that talking. I can't hear nobody here. Come on, you got to talk. You can. Never mind. I'm about to say something. So
I was too, but I held it. Okay,
there we go. See, good behavior. I think I'm only used 3 pejoratives. A few strong questions. I'm surprised like I didn't write these. A few strong questions that you can ask each other. Tonight. You can ask them tonight on a date night. Number 1, what route taught you how to handle your emotions?
Love that.
What experiences informed you on how you handle your emotions? Where did that come from?
Yes, the origin.
If you're shut down, if your team shut down, or if your team go off, whatever your default normal is, everybody has a default. Yes. You may not be moving in it, but all of us have a default. That's right. Are you team shut down, or are you team go off? Are you team Boosie Badass, or are you are you team DMX shut them down, open up shop?
Oh Lord, okay.
What emotions felt unsafe growing up?
That's a good one.
When did you feel safest opening up to me?
Okay.
When did you feel the safest? Was your clothes on? Was your clothes off?
Oh my God.
What did I say that made you feel safe? Was it the timing of when I said it? Come on, what was it? Come on,
I love it.
What shuts you down emotionally? What shuts you down? When we first got married, she used to do all that. She still does it, but not as much, and I don't take it the same way. Yeah, you express it.
I am expressive.
Yeah, you're a Scorpio.
I am expressive.
We can't cut that out of you.
But I don't direct traffic no more. I do not direct traffic.
You're air traffic handler. Crossing guard. You move from air traffic. You still got something.
It's crazy.
Yeah, you still got something up. It's stable, but it's still style. Bang.
It's crazy.
You got crossing guard sign.
Oh my God. Okay.
What shuts you down emotionally?
Yeah.
What does emotional safety look like in a marriage? Please hear these questions. Yes. What does emotional safety look like in a marriage? We don't have time. How do we disagree without dishonoring each other?
That one. Please. If y'all don't ask another question, ask that one. Because let's not destroy the relationship behind a disagreement.
Ooh,
we had 2 different upbringings. Of course, we're going to disagree on some things. That's just a reality.
And especially if we're yin and yang. Yeah. If opposites have attracted.
Yes. It's the reason why we're opposite.
Okay. So how do we disagree without dishonoring? That's a question that you should have outside of the disagreement.
Yes.
Okay, we got to go 2 more. Have I ever reacted to you through the lens of your past?
Ooh. Woo! Now y'all might want to put this question
level
at the
10.
very bottom.
That's level 10.
Or you may want to practice with a couple questions before you get to this one. Because when you get to this one, you got to be ready for the truth. And you have to be safe enough for that person to give you the truth. Because if they don't feel safe enough to give you the truth, they're going to tiptoe around it and they're not going to tell you what the truth is. But if you want the truth, you got to be safe enough to receive the truth.
We done. This is the last statement. Sometimes the issue in marriage isn't a lack of love.
Yes.
It's that two people are trying to love each other through the routes that they never healed from. So it's not necessarily a lack of love.
Yeah.
It's I haven't healed from the route that I went down to get here. How did you get here?
Nobody's supposed to be here.
I caught the bus. No.
Oh my God.
That is the question. Timothy Wright got a song with that in there. Where do we go? How did you get here?
Yeah.
Your daddy is crazy.
Yeah.
Your mama is crazy.
Yeah.
You think that crazy has not tried to take up residency in what? You grew up with emotional abuse, neglect, in extreme poverty, perversion, yelling, screaming, kicking, scarcity, parents not coming home. You. Some of you are the modern day Matilda. You must investigate how that has shaped and impacted you.
Right.
And that cannot be the other person's fault.
Right.
It was you that chose you do. You built the maze you didn't get through. I tried to help you all I can. I can encourage you to go to therapy, but I can't get in your body
And go.
and heal your past.
That's right.
I can't cut it out of you.
That's right. And this is not even to say that everything that you experienced growing up was negative.
All right.
But it's the negative things that will impact your relationship in a way that can harm it. I just think it's important to say that because
As I go to my seat.
you know, like we don't always bring up the positive, but the positive will be positive. It's the things that are negative that are destroying relationships. And that's why we take an opportunity to speak to that.
Did you see more positive or did you see more negative growing up? I can't hear nobody. You might have been positive. Oh, you want more positive or more negative?
Yeah, I had a lot of healing to do.
Now watch this.
Put it like that.
Now this is we gotta leave you on a high note. We're gonna leave you on a praise. Even though your assessment right now may be that there was more negative, the positive, because you did the work, because you went to therapy and you got the tools on how to understand. Here it is for 5 praises. Before we in the close. Put them draw bars out.
Okay.
Because you understand the soil of those who raised you.
Right.
Now you're not blaming them.
Right. I'm very empathetic to their position, for sure, even though a lot of those things negatively impacted me as a kid. But I'm empathetic to it because I know that they only had limited tools.
Now now listen, after all I've been through, she's a sweet justice advocate, compassionate, strong lover. So the bullshit has been flushed.
Right.
And the result...
Well, but here is something to also remember.
Okay, add something to...
Manure can be fertilizer and help people grow, but only if it's administrated properly.
Okay, sometimes you got to flush it. Sometimes you can utilize it. You can take the juice out of it.
Yeah, manure can turn into compost and help those roots grow. But you don't want manure smeared on an apple that you're about to eat. Right. It needs to be washed off. So it really depends on where it's at.
So what you did with the shit.
It matters.
All right, come on.
Definitely matters.
All right.
It definitely.
Now you can flush it.
Yeah.
But if you got a garden set up, and you know how to extract and separate it,
and love can be present, and there can still be toxic behavior at work. Because I, without a doubt, know that my mom loved me with all that she had, but she still didn't have the tools to give me everything I needed. And this is what I love, and this is what I will always honor: her ability to acknowledge that before she left this earth.
Can we shout out to the parents?
I'm just saying, she was like, I know that I didn't have what you needed, but I gave you what I had.
I'm not about to holler on
so
wet this mic up.
She'll forever have honor and love from me.
Ooh, now, okay, so we'll say this because I'm gonna cry. So I think that is beautiful because it shows the fact that all of us are learning
That's right.
and trying to get it.
Yeah.
And this is all of our first time being here. Giving honor to God is my first time
Okay.
here. All of us are first time guests. You know what I'm saying? We haven't been here before.
This is our first run at it, guys.
I'm new here. And we're trying to figure it
That's
out
right.
as we go.
That's right.
And the more you realize that, and this, it's called grace.
Yeah.
The more you give yourself grace,
Right.
it helps you extend grace to those who might have raised you in World War II.
Right.
You understand why they were raised that way.
Right.
The conditions, the economic, the social conditions,
That's right.
so that you can give them grace and you're not carrying that resentment, so that you can do your work without carrying the resentment of they didn't teach me. So we're on this podcast like
Acknowledgement helps with healing.
come on. We're on this
Definitely.
podcast sharing our experience in
Right.
love
Yeah.
with no filter,
Yes.
laughing, drinking these energy drinks, giving it to you as real, about 80%. It's still another 20%. As real as we can, as you can accept it, to show you still can come from an adverse background.
Yeah.
And it be normalized at one point. You realize it, you acknowledge it, you say it is what it is, it was what it was.
Yes.
Uncle so and so was, mama was, daddy was, big mama was, etc.
Yes.
And move on and love the person that you're with unapologetically. It can work.
It can work.
It can work. And there's an old song that said, somebody loves you. So I think that emotional intelligence is something that all of us can use some improvement in because we've all been through hardship. So that's why we say every episode, like, we want to give it to you straight.
Yes.
No chasing. Anything you want to add before we?
Yeah, I will say this. If you
right.
kind of struggle with truth or like looking introspectively, get online, look up an emotional age quiz, and just take it. And do what you will with the results. It might be surprising.
Ooh. So this kind of content, this is not for young people.
Right.
This ain't for kids.
Yeah.
Marriage.
It's for grown folks.
This is for grown folk talk. Until next time, friends.
Bye.